I never thought that the abortion adversely affected me until I took the AbAnon class and realized how deep of a wound that was. That it really affected the way I handled a lot of life's decisions by just taking care of it and forgetting about it.
Never knowing that being indecisive was because I made this choice that was wrong. I just felt this heavy burden of shame and guilt, like I was carrying around, and I didn't know why.
I think anger is one of the worst parts of being post-abortive because you don't know where it's coming from. And it's so very destructive, and it's not everyone tends to respond out of anger. Some people are more quiet and respond out of fear, and fear directs their lives. But for people who are prone to anger in the first place, or emotive, outwardly emotive like I am, it came out in horrific ways.
AbAnon, or Abortion Anonymous, is a nonprofit organization that offers free assistance to those in need of healing and recovery for the pain and emotional distress caused by abortion. Listen to this family's story and learn about their recovery through AbAnon's compassionate and non-judgmental support groups.
Well, my name's Pat, and I'm here today to tell a story about my niece Dani and her relationship with me. My wife and I considered her the daughter of our heart. We'd never had a daughter of our own. Over the years, she decided to move to Spokane, and she came up here, had a baby named Lila, and we love that little girl like our own also.
My beautiful daughter Lila was born on May 1st of 2011, and a few years went by, and I was getting into trouble and struggling with addiction.
One thing led to another, and she started having trouble with the family. There were some thefts involved, and she wouldn't tell us what was really going on. We would have her come out to our house to visit her daughter and spend the night sometimes. And one time, she left a pill on our daughter's bed. She spilled it by accident, and this was a pill for anti-anxiety, but it would have been lethal for that little girl. And when that happened, we realized that our relationship with Dani just couldn't go on like it was because of the danger. I was talking with a friend of mine who's involved with AbAnon, and he mentioned that maybe there was a component here that might have included an abortion, and did she ever have one?
At the time of Dani's abortion, her boyfriend passed away from a drug overdose. In the midst of her emotional distress, Dani decided that she would be unable to raise her child. She made a decision that would have an effect on the rest of her life.
My abortion has made me cry, has given me guilt. My emotions were all over the place, and I was self-medicating by doing drugs here and there. I ended up in an AbAnon group because my Uncle Pat had a friend that knew about the AbAnon group.
And so I talked to her about it and asked her if she would mind going to an AbAnon group meeting. She went ahead and went to that program, and I've just seen major changes in her since.
I would definitely say that AbAnon has played a great role in helping my life's path. There are lots of reasons to be happy with not only God, but myself. Today, my faith has improved immensely, and I have a much closer relationship with God.
There was a time where we really couldn't trust you. We couldn't trust what you said. We couldn't trust what you did. And you're just not like that anymore. It seems like AbAnon every week it just changed you a little more, and now you're getting back to that sweet little girl that we always knew and loved, and that we truly in our heart knew was in your heart. And I'm happy that you've kind of come back to Christ, and I'm happy that you're able to shed the burdens of what this abortion did to you. And I think AbAnon really helped you a lot, and we're just really happy with the outcome.
AbAnon has helped me through the healing process. It just started something. It was a start. Start to something I didn't even know was a problem. And then, in order for God to complete what He's going to complete in me, the wounds need to be healed from my past. And so therefore, AbAnon just showed me something that I didn't even know was there. And I'm so grateful because it's a part of my story and it's a part of who I am.
I would absolutely encourage someone to go through an AbAnon group because it gets to the root of healing regret, feeling shame, releasing those chains in your life. And the emphasis is on the choices and having a voice.
What I'm excited about in the AbAnon ministry is that I get to watch the change in the women when they go from self-hatred to a lightness. They come in the room and they're lighter than they were the week before. You can see that they're accepting and healing. And it's just terribly exciting.